There's a truth no one likes to admit. The world rarely operates in your favor. It's not a place of unshakable certainty or unwavering support. People falter. Promises break. Systems collapse. You may have felt it too. The sting of misplaced trust. The heaviness of relying on others only to be let down when it mattered most. Each disappointment whispers the same hard truth. No one is coming to save you. But here's the other side of that coin. You don't need saving. The world will try to convince you otherwise. It's built to reward conformity, to make you believe that dependence is the safest bet. Depend on a mentor to guide your career. Depend on a partner to complete your happiness. Depend on friends to validate your worth. It's a seductive story, one that promises ease and comfort. Yet comfort is a fleeting illusion. The moment it slips away, you're left stranded, exposed, and vulnerable. Think back to the last time you placed your faith in someone or something outside yourself, only to be blindsided by their failure or betrayal. It felt like the ground beneath your feet crumbled, didn't it? That's because you weren't standing on solid ground to begin with. You were standing on someone else's foundation, a structure you didn't control. And when it collapsed, so did your sense of stability. Here's where the shift begins. Instead of outsourcing your strength, imagine what it would feel like to build it within yourself. To trust in your own ability to weather any storm, no matter how violent. To become so unshakable that no betrayal, failure, or loss can dismantle you. That is the essence of self-reliance. Self-reliance isn't about shutting the world out. It's not about becoming cold or detached. It's about understanding this. Your life is yours to navigate, and no one else is better equipped to steer the ship. Others may join you on the journey, but you are the captain. Think of self-reliance as the roots of a tree, deep, resilient, and unwavering. No matter how fierce the wind, the tree stands firm because its roots are anchored. It doesn't rely on external support to keep it upright. It draws strength from within. To cultivate this inner strength, start by embracing a fundamental mental shift. You are your greatest asset. Stop waiting for others to recognize your worth or validate your efforts. Their approval is a fickle currency, one that fluctuates without warning. Instead, focus on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and choices. Each day, take one small step toward independence. Maybe it's learning a new skill that boosts your self-sufficiency. Maybe it's setting boundaries with people who drain your energy. Or maybe it's as simple as making a decision without seeking anyone else's input. These actions may seem minor, but over time, they compound, creating a powerful sense of agency. Another essential practice is reframing failure. Society teaches us to fear it, to see it as a sign of weakness. But failure is a gift. It's proof that you're trying, risking, and growing. When you rely solely on yourself, failure becomes less terrifying because you know you have the resilience to recover. Picture this. You're climbing a steep mountain. The path is treacherous, the air thin. At times you slip, your body trembling with exhaustion, but there's no one to pull you up, and that's exactly why you keep going. Each step you take is yours alone. And when you reach the summit, the view is breathtaking, not just because of its beauty, but because of what it represents, your unyielding strength. Here's an empowering truth to internalize. Resilience isn't something you're born with. It's a muscle you build through adversity. Every time you face a challenge and push through, you're reinforcing that muscle. So instead of avoiding discomfort, lean into it. Use it as a training ground to fortify your resolve. It's important to understand that self-reliance doesn't mean rejecting relationships. On the contrary, It allows you to engage with others from a place of strength rather than need. When you're self-reliant, you're no longer seeking relationships to fill a void or solve a problem. Instead, you choose to connect because you want to, not because you have to. This shift in perspective can transform the way you interact with the world. You stop placing unrealistic expectations on others and start taking full responsibility for your happiness. This isn't easy. It requires brutal honesty and a willingness to confront your own shortcomings. But it's also liberating. Imagine walking through life with the confidence that, no matter what happens, you'll find a way to adapt, overcome, and thrive. That's the power of self-reliance. It frees you from the anxiety of external dependence and places the reins firmly in your hands. But how do you sustain this mindset in a world that constantly tries to pull you back into the cycle of dependence? Start by surrounding yourself with reminders of your strength. Write down moments when you overcame obstacles on your own. Reflect on the lessons you've learned from past failures. These serve as evidence of your capability, proof that you've weathered storms before and can do so again. At the same time, be mindful of the narratives you consume. The media, social platforms, even well-meaning friends can reinforce the idea that you're incomplete without external validation. Counter these messages with affirmations of your self-sufficiency. Remind yourself daily, I am enough. I have what it takes. Another practical step is to build a resilience routine. This could include journaling to process your emotions, exercising to strengthen your body, or meditating to calm your mind. These practices help you stay grounded, even when life feels chaotic. The journey to self-reliance is not linear. There will be setbacks, moments of doubt, and times when you're tempted to revert to old patterns. That's okay. Growth is messy. What matters is that you keep moving forward, one step at a time. Think of it like forging a sword. The metal must endure intense heat and relentless hammering before it becomes strong and sharp. You are that sword, and life's challenges are the forge. Each trial shapes you, making you more resilient and prepared for the battles ahead. As you embrace self-reliance, you'll notice a profound shift in how you perceive challenges. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, you'll begin to view them as opportunities to prove your strength. You'll stop asking, "Why me?" and start asking, "What can I learn from this?" This mindset not only empowers you, but also inspires those around you. When people see your unwavering determination, they're drawn to it. They admire it, even if they don't fully understand it. But their understanding isn't your concern. Your journey is yours alone, and that's what makes it powerful. So release the need for external validation. Let go of the fear of being misunderstood. Trust yourself completely, even when the path ahead is unclear. You are capable of navigating it, of finding your way, of thriving despite the uncertainty. Picture this. You're standing at the edge of a vast, uncharted wilderness. The path is rugged, the destination unknown. But instead of hesitating, you step forward with confidence. You know that, no matter what lies ahead, you have everything you need to succeed. That's the essence of self-reliance. Every struggle, every setback, every moment of doubt is a stepping stone toward your transformation. Embrace them, use them, let them shape you into someone who is not just strong, but unbreakable. Remember, the journey to self-reliance isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about showing up for yourself day after day, no matter how hard it gets. And as you do, you'll discover a strength you never knew existed, a strength that no one can take away. So take the first step. Trust yourself, build your foundation, and watch as you become the unshakable force you were always meant to be.